Congratulations, fiction writers. You have made it through one whole cycle of your fiction writing and finished your first fiction book. You started by brainstorming an idea, thinking of characters, a main character with a problem to solve, and then you planned out your beginning, middle, and end using your 3 planning sheets. One for problem and solution, one for beginning, middle, end, and then of course, your character sheet. After you took the time to plan out all of those parts of the world that you were creating, you drafted. You took 2 days to draft. In this next cycle, you'll have 3 days to draft, so you can add more to your story. Then you took a day to revise and make your draft even better with more alive words, making your characters come to life with more talking and moving and thinking and feeling. And finally, you went back and using your editing checklist, you edited your work to make sure that the words were spelled correctly using your word wall, to make sure you always started with a capital and ended with punctuation, like a question mark, period, or exclamation point, making sure that you didn't have any rogue capital, and that all of your letters were star letters. Once you finished, you had a beautiful published book. Now you are ready to write your second fiction book. This is the last video you're going to see for a while. From now on, when you go on Seesaw, it's just going to tell you about where you should be at in your writing process. So for example, today in the directions, you'll see that it says start brainstorming and planning for your next fiction book. To help you through your own coaching, today you're going to get your fiction checklist. Notice that on the fiction checklist, it reminds you of all the things you know you need in a fiction book. As a fiction writer, I have made sure to create characters and bring them to life. They think, they talk, they feel, they move. I have made sure to describe my main characters and their problem and solution. I have a strong beginning to my book, a strong middle to my book, and a strong end to my book. So as you're drafting, be thinking about all these things. And when you go back and revise, you can make those even better to make sure that you can check off yes for all the things on your checklist. You can get your checklist and all of your planning sheets in your writing folder in our classroom. So today you're going to start brainstorming. You might even start planning today so you can get those sheets. But then you maybe are ready, maybe you fill out all your planning sheets today and you're ready to start writing. Great. So tomorrow when you see the directions on Seesaw and it says plan, you'll think to yourself, well, I was so excited. I finished all 3 of my plans and now I'm ready to keep drafting. Then do that. So you might be ahead of what I say to do on Seesaw. Just make sure that you're not behind. Make sure that you keep up with me on Seesaw. But if you get ahead and you go to revise and edit your book and it's beautiful and just the way you want it, you want to start another one? Start another one, okay? So you're supposed to be done with this book in 7 days. So that's 2 days to plan, 3 days to draft, a day to revise, and a day to edit. And then you'll start a new book if you haven't started a new book already. At the very end of our fantasy unit, which will finish the day before winter break, you will have at least 3 fiction books. And we will share them with friends and classmates in our Around the Campfire fiction writing celebration. So make sure to do your best work, be your own writing coach. Remember to do all parts of the writing process, and I'll be reminding you on Seesaw, so make sure to check the directions each day. And of course, start by getting your checklist and your planning sheets. Happy writing, fiction writers! I cannot wait to see what you create.